off on nothing again. Wowzers, that was so much fun! This town's got a nice feel to it, too. I think we're gonna like it here. Ooh, I wonder where I should go tomorrow. Well, I'm glad someone's having fun.
Looks like I ended up in the room right across from yours, Reed.
Oh my god. This is too much. He's gonna be knocking down our doors and trying to kill us.
I see. I can already see things getting a lot more lively around here.
It's gonna be like, Reen! Knock knock, wake up! As students here, they're going to have to face it sooner or later. This is gonna be the actual war, like, when we actually fought. Well, because we're not in our uniforms again. So that might not happen until chapter 6. But we're actually going to deal with actual, like, the war and stuff that might happen. Well, it will happen. But it hasn't happened just yet. Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. Really? I haven't really noticed much of a difference. But maybe it's because of all the difficult opponents we've had to face over the course of the year. Yeah, I've heard you've been through a lot on those field studies or whatever. I've got to give this to someone, so I figured it might as well be you. What? I'm in charge of handing out one of the Lionheart medals this year, so yeah. It's the Medal of Valor. Congrats. Wow, thank you so much. It's a real honor to be awarded something like this. We'll keep up the good work, I guess. Crow and Angelica got it last year, and to be honest, I think you're on track to accomplish just as much as they did. I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off, but this is going to motivate me to work even harder from now on. The Medal of Valor, huh? I'm getting lots of medals. Huh. I decided I'd come to the concert since Bridget was going to perform in it. No reason to hang around the club if I can't focus on what I'm doing, right? Right. Let's take a peek. Glad he's coming. There's a hidden side quest around here. It's in one of the homes. It's either in that home or the home over there. I think it was in that one, but I didn't get a quest yet, so we'll keep on waiting. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, wait, no, stop! Wait, I'm sorry! Wait, no, no! No, 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 no. We're not using our bonding point on you. If any boy is getting this bonding point, it's Elliot. Elliot deserves... I forgot I could offer you unique dishes too. Well, ain't no one fucking around. Should go check out what's on school. Check out the main schoolhouse first. You know, I do wonder, like, wait, is that bed always there? I wonder how much longer, like, the one person I've been watching play Trails of Cold Steel 3, which I'm not really watching it as much. I only watched, like, I think the first 5 episodes the Twit Gamer was doing, and I'm just getting notifications of, like, episode 186, and I'm like, my god, that's gonna be so long for me to do, too. Even, like, how long is Trails of Cold Steel 4 supposed to be? Like, jeez, man. That is some insane stuff. So, the vice principal sat me down and forced me to take care of all this paperwork that's been piling up. Can you believe He had forced a sweet, delicate maiden like me to bust my buns in this ridiculous heat. I have a sneaking suspicion you only have yourself to blame here. Shush, you. All I want is to finish this and head straight to the nearest bar. And it's been nearly half a year since you all entered this academy. Am I right to assume that you were all accustomed to it? I'd say so. We've had some troubles along the way, but everyone in Class 7 is finally getting along. We've had some interesting new additions to the class, though. Instructor Nithard? Or whatever. I hope you will perform to the full extent of your compatibilities during your next field study. That's all. You were dismissed. Hold on a sec. Are they planning something? Yes. Your death. I'm glad that Reen is returning in Trails of the Beginning, along with all the other characters, of course. You see, like, Trails of Beginning, like, that's a whole new thing, and the other question is, like, what was that there? The other question to have about that is, like, how long is, if it's Trails of the Beginning, it means it's a whole new start, right? So are we gonna get, like, a whole bunch of, like, other games to come out along with it? Like, how many Trails of the Beginning are we gonna get? And how much could come after it? I don't think Trails of, or the, you know, just the Legend of Heroes will end anytime soon. I didn't know that there was a game called Trails of Dawn. I saw it on the Japanese PlayStation Store. It was a free game. And I looked down, I was like, what is this? And then I found out that it's called Trails of Dawn. And I'm like, this is a Trails of Colts? No, this is a Legend of Heroes game. Or just called Trails of game, of course. But, like, I was really surprised to see that. Because it didn't look like it was a, like, Legend of Heroes or Trails of game. I don't know if I'll even download that off the Japanese store and play that, because it didn't really look interesting to me at all. But if there are some things that I would like to... If there are some things I would like out of Trails of the Beginning and the, you know, whole Trails of Beginning series that we're gonna have, I would like, because there's supposed to be 2 new protagonists in there, and you're supposed to play as both of them, if I'm correct. Hold on, what was that quest? Oh yeah, I know what that quest is. I think what I'm looking for is, like, I would want to see continuations. If it comes out on PS4, it might most likely come out on PS5 whenever Trails of the Beginning comes out. I would like to see a continuation of the girl you picked for your relationship at, like, the end of, like, Trails of Cold Steel 4. And I heard that in Trails of Cold Steel 4, there was supposed to be some kind of wedding ending to the person you picked, but that was removed because some characters are minors, and I'm like, come on, you've got to be kidding. They've got their same hair going on. This isn't good. Oh my, and mercy me, did you clone yourself, Vivi? How wonderful, now I can work twice as effectively. Fake Vivi can tend to that flower bed over there, and I already know who she just called fake. Oh, wait, what? Oh, she figured it out? That easily? Nice. Yeah, Celine ain't around here. She's not gonna screw us over, Emma. Huh. If I go in there, it's gonna start something. So I gotta go in the student union to go look around right quick. But yeah, like I said, I don't think it even would change anything. I mean, you still probably can play as Reen, maybe. No, you know what? That's probably something I kind of want to hope for. No, it's not going to happen. As much as I might want to still play as Reen so far, like, it's new protagonist. You're either going to play as the guy or you're going to play as the girl. And, you know, you'll have your little events. You know, it makes me wonder what kind of bonding events we're going to have with the Trails in the Sky characters and Trails to Zero, Crossbell games, you know what I mean, and what we're going to have for them as far as bonding events go. You already know for the girl, you'll have romantic bonding events with the guys. With the guy, you'll have romantic bonding events with the girls, normal events with the girls if you're the girl, normal events with the guy when you're the guy. But I wonder if it's going to be the thing if you're going to have to pick who you want to be. If you want to be the guy or the girl, or you're going to swap in between. It might be a whole swap in between thing, because there are pictures of them together, so I'm sure it's a swap in between thing. Or it could do what I saw in Resident Evil, is you do one story and then you do the other one as that goes. Now, I'm gonna go do that, find that hidden quest, but we're just gonna do this main one right quick. That's mostly all the stuff I'm thinking about with Trails at the beginning, and just things that I kind of hope for. We already know for a fact, if anything, if Reen is with somebody, it's already with Elisa, and I don't want to hate Elisa because of all this stuff, but it makes me kind of dislike her a little bit because of how many people argue about her. Like, that's the kind of thing that can happen. People arguing about a certain character can make a character get ruined, even though it's not really much of their fault. It's just people just tend to like them and stuff like that, and then want this ship to be and stuff like that. Anyway, enough rambling. Welcome to the Occult Research Society. What kind of fortune would you like me to tell you for today, Reen of Class 7? Health? Romance? I can give life advice. Is that what you wish? Sorry, I'm not actually here to get my fortune told. Don't worry, I'm well aware of that. You were sent by the student council, weren't you? You could have at least played along a little, though. You're not much fun. I'm kind of fun. She's a strange one, alright. She's got quite the reputation amongst the girls as an uncannily accurate fortune teller, though. There's something you'd like to ask of me? Is there not? Answers are merely a question away. Do you wish to know what kinds of rituals and curses are my favorites, perhaps? That's probably the kind of thing I'm better off not knowing, thanks. Wait, she didn't just read my mind, did she? She couldn't have. So I'm assuming you've been informed about what I want you to do? Yeah, you want me to look into the Academy's 7 mysteries, right? Precisely. The sooner you can start investigating, the better. Are you ready to begin? Not right now. Sure, I'm ready when you are. I know a lot of schools across the country have mysteries like these, but I didn't know that Thor's had a set all of its own. Well, I'm glad I could give you the good news. They've become a hot topic amongst some of the girls recently. Huh, I wouldn't have guessed that. But you said that you wanted me to look into the 7 mysteries. Does that mean you don't know what all of them are, and want me to find out what information you're missing? No, I know the basics of each mystery already. What I'd like to ask you to do is to investigate how credible each one is. I see. Is that something I'll really be able to investigate, though? I mean, if they're supernatural? You can just think of that as a part of your investigation. If you can't come to any conclusions, so be it. Either way, to be more specific, I'd like you to talk to the people most likely to know something about each mystery. I could do it myself, but I'm not exactly what you would call a people person. Right. Okay, I think I get what you want me to do now. Can you give me a head start about telling me what you know about each of the 7 mysteries, though? I think if I told you everything at once, it might be so much horror to take in that it would stop your heart. So ask me about them one by one, and I'll tell you what I know about each. That sounds like a good way to do it. Alright, leave the investigation to me. Thank you. I look forward to hearing what you discover. Well, shit. Who do we have to go after? Wait, I have to, like... I actually have to talk to her about every single mystery. The first mystery. The crying sculpture. The sculpture in question rests in the art room. It's used as reference for sketches. However, if you dare draw near, you can see tear tracks running down its face. Whoa. What's more, the tears return after wiping them away. Rumor has it that the tears originate from a human head contained within. Okay, I was on board up until then. That's a little too extreme to believe. You think so too? Even so, these sorts of stories always contain some kernel of truth. Perhaps speaking to the head of the art club will allow you to find it. The second mystery is of the haunted piano. Late one night, a student walking by the music room heard someone playing the piano. Drawn by the sound, she took a peek into the room, only to find it empty. Well, the name certainly fits. They claim it's a music-loving ghost playing the piano in there. A ghost who likes music, that's all. Seems a bit lazy to me. Agreed. At least give the ghost some elaborate tragic backstory to explain its connection to the piano. Regardless, perhaps you could learn more from the head of the wind orchestra. I believe his name was... whatever. Thirdly, we have the mystery of the forbidden tome. Now, this one is interesting. Apparently... sorry. Apparently, the Academy's library houses a book containing one of the world's greatest secrets. The book is passed down from one library head to the next, all of whom are tasked with keeping it safe from prying eyes. You weren't kidding. This one is pretty interesting. It pleases me to know that I have a partner in fascination. Just imagine if it were something about the fall of the ancient Sumerian civilization. How romantic. The person currently in charge of the library is Instructor Thomas. Or whatever, yeah, that's correct. He's likely the only person who knows for sure. The fourth mystery tells of the hidden graves. This legend dates back 250 years ago. It's said that many who died in the War of the Lions lie beneath this academy. More specifically, their bodies are buried directly below what is now the field. Whoa, is there more to this story? Oh, there certainly is. They say that on some cursed nights, the corpses of the buried rise from their graves to bathe in the moonlight. And when they do, their long hidden graves surface from the field, overturning it and leaving holes. Well, that explains why the mystery is called the hidden graves, at least. But honestly, I was kind of expecting the mystery to be a bit creepier. Sorry. You must be getting used to these macabre mysteries. Good. Wait, what do you mean by good? Regardless, the best people to ask about the field would be the members of the riding club. I believe the club's Captain Lambert is home for the summer, Perhaps you should ask Paula instead. The sports club grudge is the topic of the 5th mystery. Given how hard the sports club trains, it's not uncommon to hear screaming from their general direction. But some say that screams can be heard coming from something else, dwelling in the gymnasium. The rumors say that those screams are a grudge of sorts, a manifestation of all the stresses sports club members face. This one seems a bit backwards to me. Working up a sweat should wash away your stresses, not make a monster out of them. Only a select few would share that sentiment. Such ignorance of others' feelings might just lead you to an unfortunate end. Right. No matter. It may be wise to ask the captain of the fencing club for further details of this mystery. I think her name is Friedel. Oh my, the 6th mystery surrounds the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell. Have you paid much mind to the pond beside the gymnasium? Some say that has a direct connection to hell itself. More amazingly, they say a resident of hell, the Crimson Devil, shows up at the pond from time to time. Well, that's certainly something. Any word on it? Sadly, the only decipher I've ever heard is that it has 2 massive claws. It might be best to ask someone who fishes there often if you wish to know more about this mystery. Do you know Kenneth? He's a first year in the Imperial Fishing Club. He's a noble, though. He acts as though he's not. Nevertheless, he is the club's head. Perhaps he knows something. The 7th and final mystery is that of the poltergeist in the upper-class dormitory. To be frank, I have very little information about this one. But it seems as though furniture, cutlery, and the like are often found broken in the upper-class dormitory. And people are saying a poltergeist is responsible? Huh! So it seems. Considering the mess it seems to be making, I can only imagine that the dormitory's maids would know something. Perhaps you should ask them for information. Ugh, man. This is a long one. Maybe it's to make up for how long. Well, I already looked at the requests for this chapter. There aren't many that we need to do out in the field. So what do we got? We need to go and see Claire right quick. So let's go see Claire first. Or Claire-y. It's Claire. That's Claire. Excuse me. Where's the head? I can't see the head. It's just the wind. Condensation. I'm pretty sure this girl's the head of the art club. Excuse me, could I have a minute of your time? No, I'm busy. But my ears work, so I can listen to whatever you have to say. Go ahead, state your business. Okay. I guess she's going to keep working while I talk. That's pretty impressive. I'm actually looking into the Academy's 7 mysteries. One of which is the art crew's crying sculpture. You wouldn't happen to know anything about condensation? Sorry? Like I said, it's condensation. You have no idea how many people have to ask about that. I knew it was condensation. They're not tears, just condensation. Water vapor in the air. If big words scare you. Who in their right mind would actually believe a sculpture could cry? I guess the world will never run out of idiots. I see. Is that it? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for the information. It was nothing. Well, you beep. You want to be so rude? We gotta go into the chapel, Trista. So let's go do that. You okay? What? Everyone's here, waiting for that next hit single. I think this is Beryl from the Wind Orchestra. Oh, hey, what's up? I have a quick question for you. I'm trying to investigate the 7 mysteries of the Academy. What have you heard about the haunted piano? Oh, that story. That's one about the ghost playing the piano in an empty room, isn't it? Oh, so you do know about it. What can you tell me about it? So you want to know the truth, huh? As it turns out, the ghost was me all along. Whoa, really? Okay, calm down. I didn't mean that I'm actually a ghost. The rumors started spreading because someone heard noises in what they thought was an empty room, but I'm pretty sure they just stumbled along while I was tuning the piano. Really? Yeah, it's not exactly rare to end up totally obscured from view when you're tuning certain parts of it. Chances are that whoever heard that at the time just couldn't see me. So basically, I'm your so-called ghost. That makes sense. Right? Sorry though, you were probably hoping for something a bit more exciting. Not at all. You told me just what I needed to hear. She might not be thrilled though. Thanks for your time. Not a problem. Don't worry, as long as I play like I normally do, everything should be fine. If Alan could put his all into everything he does, I can too. Put everything into your all for each other. What's Kay doing? Oh yeah, what's Kay doing here? He's walking around all restlessly too. This is the last place I thought I'd ever see him. Something's definitely up here. I must admit, even I'm rather nervous now the day has come. Even so, I do not doubt for an instant that they will give us a splendid performance. They've practiced so hard, all they can do now is trust in Adios and believe in themselves. Annie won't stop blathering about wanting to see this performance. I don't exactly have a busy schedule though, so it's not much of an issue. It's been a while since I was last here, actually. Maybe I'll take time to ask Adios to help my parents make up. Ah, kid. You wish. I can't wait for this performance. You know, she looks a lot like that doll. I knew Emil would bring me if I kept bugging him about it. You'll never guess what happened when I went over to Annie's. She said she was gonna go see a performance. I ended up coming with her too. Oh no, oh no. Here come the nerves. Okay, Mint, deep breaths. Don't let your fear of failure make you fail. Then she botches it completely. I'm not taking a seat, sister. Alright, Alan. Get in there. Get in there, Alan. Get in there, Alan. Get in there. Instructor. Reen, my boy, what sorts of questions have your inquiring mind come up with today? As it happens, I'm looking into something for a fellow student. Do you know anything about a forbidden tome supposedly locked away in this library? A forbidden tome. My, what a fascinating idea! Just imagine if it contained details on the garments of the ancient Zermurian civilization. Or perhaps it could be a grimoire written by the cross-bellying alchemists of the Middle Ages. Wouldn't it be thrilling if one really existed? Yeah, it sure would. In other words, it doesn't. But what exactly inspired you to ask about this imaginary tome? Well, I'm investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy, and one of them has to do with a book full of the world's greatest secrets, hidden deep within this library. Ah, so that's what this is all about. This year's story is even more absurd than the one I heard last year, but I do believe I know what you're talking about. You do? The tome the story refers to is the fact of volume. How shall I put this? Gentleman's special interest literature. Seriously? At least the forbidden part is right, not because it's dangerous or rather anything, but because it's rather naughty. We tell you boys time after time not to bring those sorts of things in the academy, but somebody always tries to. Well, boys will be boys, I suppose. This little tale started because we gathered the contraband here before we dispose of it. That's one way to do things. So if you happen to have a prize collection of your own, make sure to leave it under your mattress back home. Unless you want me to find it and share what you're into with instructor Sarah and the rest of the faculty. Oh my god, that would be hell. Imagine if all your teachers and all the adults at school knew what you were into. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, anyway, there's nothing especially unusual or mysteries about this library, I'm afraid. You have made that abundantly clear. Thank you for your time, instructor. Well, now we need to go to the academy field and see what Paula